Okay, all right, everybody. Welcome again. We are back, and we're back with Achalaji to do more videos on the Beeja mantras for nakshatras. We've started the series. So, welcome, Achalaji. Welcome back again. And today we'll be doing Hasta Nakshatra. So, Achalaji, what do you have to tell us or teach us about Hasta Nakshatra? What is the Beeja mantra for Hasta?
Okay, let me share my screen.
Sure.
So Hasta Nakshatra is another nakshatra of the heart chakra. So we can see that it is assigned to 3 beach mantras of the heart chakra. So it's Jam, Jham, and Nyam. 3 beach mantras here. So let us chant the mantra first of the Hasta Nakshatra. It is Om, Jam, Jham, Nyam, Hasta Nakshatraye Namaha. Om, Jam, Jham, Nyam, Hasta Nakshatraye Namaha. Om, Jam, Jham, Nyam, Hasta Nakshatraye Namaha. So Hasta Nakshatra, let us have a look at which kind of verbs these beach mantras are actually creating to see what are the more inner qualities of this nakshatra. So first group of all these verbs starts from the ja syllable, and we have here jan, to be born, jaksh, to laugh. It's very interesting because I found here in dictionary actually that this is another form of has. So again, it's hasta. And it's somehow very beautiful because here we have a combination in Hasta Nakshatra of moon and Mercury energies. So it's also about sense of humor, laughing, about this very swift, very light energy. And then we have also jalp, to speak, jap, to whisper, ja, which is swift, speedy. And even if we think about repetition of the mantras, this would be the word japam. So again, this is all about repeating, speaking, expressing ourselves through our voice, actually. So through our throat chakra very much as well. So even though Hasta Nakshatra is very much connected to heart chakra, it still has actually a lot to do with the throat chakra because it's residing in the sign of Virgo, which is the zodiacal Vishuddha chakra. And then we also have jna, to know, and njhat, to sound. And this is actually very interesting, particularly this verb jna, to know, because we have here like a combination of both beach mantras, and we have the word jnana, which is the knowledge, the higher wisdom. And it actually connects very well with how I perceive and how I understand the signs of Gemini and Virgo. So these are like 2 different signs which are showing 2 different qualities of the throat chakra, of our intellect actually, of Mercury. So Gemini is more about this energy of researching something, going to find information, speaking to people, connecting things, and actually trying to connect things and achieve things intellectually through exchange, through changing all the time. But Virgo, on the other hand, is some other side of throat chakra, I would say. It's some other form of expression of Mercury, of intellect, because it's the form where we actually get the knowledge. So it's actually the form where we don't collect informations anymore, we actually process them, and we bring out the knowledge. We bring out some new quality, some new understanding. And perhaps also due to that, the sign of Virgo is so connected to healing as well. Even Hasta Nakshatra itself, because these are hands, so it's again about healing, about giving and about receiving. And I think that somehow like the main keyword for Hasta Nakshatra would be the exchange of energy, because this is all that hands are about. So just changing. And I wanted also to show one interesting thing, because in Vastu Purusha Mandala, the nakshatras are spread slightly differently than in Zodiac. They actually go in opposite direction, because Vastu Purusha is laying on his back. So because of that, the nakshatras are also going into different direction. And Hasta Nakshatra would be somewhere here in Vastu Purusha Mandala. And here is the direction of northwest, which is again about air element. So again, about very fast exchange of energy. So again, this quality of swiftness of Hasta Nakshatra is very prominent here. Because ultimately, how I think about Hasta Nakshatra is that it is very much connected somehow, in a way, also to Goddess Lakshmi. I don't know, always when I think about Hasta Nakshatra, this is one of the first connections to come to my mind, because her hands are always like opposite, right? One is up, another one is down. And she's showing us that we should always never really hang on anything. Because right opposite Hasta Nakshatra, we'll have Uttara Bhadrapada, which is like ultimate connection to the feet of the Lord. And even if we see Goddess Lakshmi, her two lower hands connected to Hasta Nakshatra, they actually represent her action in material world. And her two higher hands holding lotus flowers represent her action in spiritual world. So in spiritual world, she's just holding two lotus flowers, which represent the feet of Vishnu really, because that's her only goal. And her activity in material world, she has nothing in her hands. That's actually the thing that we sometimes very much miss about Lakshmi. She never holds money and material wealth. She actually gives it away. She doesn't want to have anything to do with that. She's just giving it, just eternally giving, really. And this is why often when I think about Hasta Nakshatra, also one of the first associations that come to my mind is also generosity and ability to give and ability to also bless everything that comes our way. So ability to, whenever something good comes, we are just blessing it and accepting it. And whenever something goes away as well, because that's another quality, again, of letting go, we again just let go of it. And these are like let's say, the main things that come to me when I think about Hasta Nakshatra, because they have a lot to do with this heart chakra as well, capacity. Because our heart chakra is really this part of our energy body, which always needs to keep this balance between giving and receiving. Because even heart itself, it contracts and then it expands again. And if it stops contracting and expanding, it will die, literally. So this balance is even shown in our life itself and in our heart itself. And when we look even at the chakras that are very much connected to Hasta Nakshatra, we again see that these are all very high chakras, right? So we don't see any Swadhisthana chakra here connection, any Muladhara chakra connection, and especially here, which is like, let's say, the main part, the main characteristic of every nakshatra. These are just three highest chakras, which is Ajna chakra, the heart chakra, and also Vishuddha chakra. So this is what I would like to share about Hasta Nakshatra, Dr. Paiji.
I think, Achalaji, we have, you beautifully explained Hasta Nakshatra in such a short time, and the mantras as well. And what fascinated me about even the mantra, the Beeja mantra, is the word where you talk about, ja or swiftness. Hasta is also called as a swift and a lagu nakshatra, or it's called Shipra and lagu. Shipra means swift or quick, and lagu means light. So in the entire zodiac, there are three nakshatras which are rather four nakshatras which are considered to be swift and lagu, which seem to give very quick results. So one is your Ashwini nakshatra, second is your Pushya nakshatra, third is your Hasta nakshatra, and then fourth is Abhijit. They say Abhijit also is counted among those nakshatras which give you quick results. Okay, and Abhijit is all about victory. But here Hasta, and it's beautifully you mentioned about the four hands of Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi. So in the olden times, the palm, whenever you showed the palm to anybody, that was a sign of trust. You can trust me, right? And this was nothing but the five fingers were representing the rays of the sun, and the palm itself was representing the sun. So this was a symbol of saying you can trust me. And today, the hands are a medium of trust because you shake hands with people, and that is actually showing you the trust that you have between two parties. Moreover, you see, this is a solar Vedic, this is a Vedic solar deity, Savitar, which is connected to Hasta Nakshatra. And Hasya, that's another point that you brought about. Hasya, or, means humor. And you very beautifully said that, this is a combination of Mercury, because it's in Virgo, and then Hasta is ruled by, in Vimshottari Dasha system, it is ruled by the planet Moon. So what I have found with many people who have Hasta Nakshatra, they would be quite witty, and humorous in the way they speak. So there is always wit there because of Mercury, and there's humor, and Hasya. Hasya is, humor. Another thing that I wanted to say about Hasta is because it falls in Virgo again. It's a sixth house. Sixth house. So healing qualities. This is something that I've seen very, very often, healing. But more than healing, that I've seen, people in Hasta should be doing a lot of service, voluntary service. And that's why the hands have to be used every day. In the morning when you get up, you do a prayer.
Yes.
So do you know the prayer?
Yes.
So that prayer you do as soon as you wake up and you open your eyes, because the hand seems to have the power. And that's Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, Karamatye Saraswati, Karamule to Govinda, Prabhate Karadarshanam. There are various versions of the same mantra. People have used that, interchangeably as well. But the one I have learned is Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, Karamadde Saraswati, Karamule tu Govinda, Prabhate Karadarshanam, which means at the top of your palms is Lakshmi, at the middle of your palms is Saraswati, and at the bottom of your palms is Govinda, which is, Lord Shri Krishna himself, or Vishnu. Prabhate Karadarshanam. Please help me to use my hands very fruitfully for the day, so that I can be in service to all these three lords. And one more beautiful thing that you mentioned about, goddess Lakshmi is, the two lower arms. You said, they are like this, right? One arm which is facing towards you is called as Abhaya Mudra. All gods who have facing this is Abhaya. Abhaya means granting you protection. And the one which is facing down, it is called as Varada Mudra. Varada means granting, granting boons, or rather this is, granting boons. And then Varada is giving away, So Abhaya.
Very beautiful, because even if you think about it, and how Hasta Nakshatra can be swift and sometimes very quick in nature, my spiritual master, he often used to laugh, that whenever you pray to Lakshmi, she'll just show you like that, which means just be patient. Just wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Hasta, exactly. Be patient. Be there. I'll be there for you. And then the other palm is showing you, I want to give you. Be patient, but I want to give you. I'll certainly give you. That is Varada. Varada is boons, the granting boons or granting gifts. So this is a very beautiful thing that we have discussed today, Achalaji. And also what you can see is Hasta is very strongly connected to the, the top chakras in our body. Again, showing that most of the energies of Hasta are in the top chakras. So thank you very much, Achalaji. This was a beautiful discussion on Hasta Nakshatra, and also for sharing us the Beeja mantra of Hasta. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.